Hey everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here. Hope you have a great day. Hope this video can make it a little bit better for you. Today we're going to be doing our first impressions for the Spirit Blossom Ahri. So let's go ahead and unlock her. Also, one thing I noticed is these champions seem way more expensive than they were before. Like, I thought it was just like 30 to unlock a champion. And I saw before that the price for coins was like over 1,000. So if you actually did have the Spirit Blossom skins, getting these champions for free probably actually feels pretty good. Anyways, let's go ahead and get it with the champion fragments. All right, perfect. Let's go and look at the constellation. And they said there's going to be some bonus nodes in here. So let's first look at the upgrades. So these are just the star powers, which we looked at earlier. When you play a spell that costs 1 or more, you summon this Foxfire. +1 starting mana, ephemeral allies have Challenger. Play a spell that costs 1 more, you summon a Foxfire with stats equal to the cost of the spell. So definitely early, you're going to just want to play as many cheap spells as possible because it's not going to scale your Foxfire. Later, you actually will be incentivized to do bigger spells. When an ally dies, you'll want to get Nexus, Mana Gem. When an ally dies, refill 1 mana, and then the Rune Star. As far as bonus stars, so there should be more here. So we get 1 extra revive. Actually, yes, is this a gemstone one? It is gemstone one. And okay. So 1 extra revive, Nexus health for Spirit Blossom champions, reroll for Spirit Blossom champions. 5 or more cost spells you acquire have unstable formula. Deal 8 damage to a random enemy or the enemy Nexus if there's none. That's pretty awesome because with this version of Ahri, Spirit Blossom Ahri, you want to play more expensive spells, especially once you get to your 3rd star power. Most champions are trying to get cost reduction. You don't really want that with Ahri, but this is just great to double down on playing more expensive spells. That's nice. Gifts from Beyond. Your other Spirit Blossom champions have a 10% chance to create Petals of Fate at game start. Oh, this is what they mean from the patch notes I didn't really understand. Okay, so draw 1, granted fleeting. So this is just one of your cards from your starting deck that you can give your other Spirit Blossom champions. That's interesting. Your Spirit Blossom champions have a 20% chance to create a Petals of Fate, giving you extra draw. Interesting. I wonder if this is going to be... Okay, so this is just ones you can unlock with the fragments. So that is interesting. These kind of act the same way as like gemstones, the gemstone upgrades that affect your whole region, but it's kind of better. Both, it's going to have more impact on your games often, and these are going to be a lot easier to get. Your support champions have Shadow Totem. Petals of Fate have Oracle Lens, so you not only get a draw, but you also get a predict. That's really good. Also, I guess your support champions having Shadow Totem, the ephemeral is good since you scale your ephemeral units, like they get Challenger, potentially Overwhelm with her Relic. Follows you acquire an adventure that costs 3 or more have Philosopher's Stone, so even more draw. Nice. Essence Thief gets Arcane Knowledge, draw a spell. That's really good. And then some more gemstones down here. 200% XP for Spirit Blossom champions. 1 reroll. All right, let's go ahead and look at the layout of it. So looks like we start down here. So the 1 star, let's grab that. Let's get the 2 star. And so we won't get the 3 star yet because we test all the champions at the 2 stars initially. Once we get the 3 star, we could unlock the Rune Star. So this does take the duck feet or star crystals, I think they're actually called. And then from here, we can go down. You get 1 extra revive. Ally dies to 1 of the Nexus. So this is the 4 star. So yeah, you pretty much get the Rune or you head down, which doesn't seem too bad. Get a Mana Gem. So the Mana Gem is potentially blocking off. I guess this is the 6 star. So Rune, Essence Thief gets Arcane Knowledge. Ally dies, deal 1 or refill 1. Falls require a Philosopher's Stone. Wait, 200 XP for Spirit Blossom champions. And this says it's just with fragments. Do they not have... Okay, so here's some gemstones. So they do have some gemstone ones, but it's not as much. 1 reroll. Support cards. Okay, interesting. And then support champions have Shadow Totem. Nexus health for Spirit Blossom. So again, this is, you'd think this would be gemstones, but it's not. Your Spirit Blossoms for both of these. Okay, so the second Spirit Blossom, or the second gift from Beyond, is a gemstone, but The other one is not. I actually like this a lot. They have some gemstones, and also this constellation, yeah, there's just like so much more here than most other constellations. It is interesting that for this event, these champions do just seem like they have more options and more power than most other champions. Overall, I think it's a pretty good layout. You have multiple options, and the 6-star isn't really blocking off anything else because you can kind of head down here. At one point, you're gonna have to go for either the 4-star or the rune for the star crystals, but it's not blocking off anything too much. Now, we do have a good amount that is locked behind the 5-star with these over here, but overall, I think it's a pretty good layout and pretty solid upgrades. Let's go for the champion level ups. So Final Blessing gets Elixir of Skill, so even more draw. She's gonna have so much draw. Granted, this is a 5 cost, so it's gonna be take a little while to play with that. Sparring Student gets Studded Leather. Petals of Fate gets Hand Sensor. Essence Thief gets Chain Vest. Pretty good for a unit that has so much health and that you want to sit on the board for a long time. Serene Spirit gets Savage Shield, so again, have a lot of health. Prancing Spirit gets Targon's Brace, not bad. Orb of Deception gets Charging Sigil, so a little bit of extra damage, which is good for spells that have multiple components because it's going to boost up all of that damage. Spirit Rush gets Hero's Call, draw a unit. And then Serene Spirit gets Mischievous Spirit, attune, and when someone create a prank in hand. That's pretty good. Final Blessing gets Grifter's Deck. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, that one, that's pretty massive. So a lot of the upgrades here are solid, but Final Blessing getting not only Grifter's Deck, so you get a bunch more copies of this that then just cost 1, but it also getting the extra draw on it is an insane combination. That's super, super strong. As far as relics, let's go ahead and just put on a Greater Cosmic Blessing because it's what we always do. So let's grab this. Overall, she's looking like she's going to be a lot of fun and probably pretty strong or very strong. So we have her just the 2 stars. We're going to go take her into where we always take our new champions for our first impressions. And that is the 2-star Nautilus. Let's go for it. All right, we will have to turn down the speed because we normally play on ×4, but let's drop it down to just 2. All right, power. Let's see what we can get. Summon your highest cost follower, curse it with shackles 3 times. We actually don't have really that high cost of followers. We have the Serene Spirit, but we want to actually get strikes, so it being bound up is not the greatest. I think both of these are fine, but we have 5 rerolls. I think I'd want something a little bit better. Target an ally, give it barrier. Allies have hallowed. That actually could be decent for all of our other ones. All of our ephemerals. Ally survives damage granted 1/1. Be okay, but I want something for spells, hopefully. Crit rune attachment to summon an ally, give it 1/1. This can be good for all of our 1/1 Foxfires. So sure, let's try that and go for Beast Below. All right, not bad. We always like getting our champion in our opening hand, because since we're not level 20, we don't have that bonus of getting that guaranteed draw. Yeah, so when I'm summoned, summon a Foxfire. So we get a blocker. And when you summon another ally, grant me 1 power. So you want this on the board kind of as much as possible. An Orb of Deception is solid. When we summon an ally, starting mana, when you play a spell, it costs 1 or more, summon a Foxfire. Summon a 3/3 Foxfire, challenging an enemy. Sure. So we get a Foxfire and another Foxfire. Then we can drag to the side. That challenger is quite nice. I think I want Ahri in the next round. I think let's maybe just kill that right there, and then we have a blocker right here, which is pretty good, so let's pass. So far, this is playing pretty nice. All right, we could really use, I was gonna say another spell.
I'll see all this world has to offer.
I guess we have this right here. So even though this is gonna kill them, by playing it, we get this spell,
The forest
So we can
surrounds
have
us.
a unit over here and then attack someone with Foxfire with the highest stats, so I'm feeling pretty solid. Actually, we probably should have dragged that one over to the side. Oh well. Alright, so we're elusive, this is elusive, so let's drop this so actually none of these can block. Let's play this, because this will make that a 3, so we can actually block that fearsome. Okay, Orb of Deception. This is burst speed, actually, which is quite good. Let's go for the higher cost one.
2 steps into moonlight.
And we could probably play this as well just to get another unit on the board, because yeah, every time we play a spell, we'll gain that Foxfire.
Too slow.
Alright, pretty good.
The world's heart beats with mine.
Oh, level up, nice. So far, feeling pretty good. Don't really like any of these, so that is a bit rough. I guess we'll go here. Yeah, not really that big of a fan, but she felt pretty good that first game. It's really going to come down to having enough spells, though. I think go here for Jarvan with that Cataclysm. So all the draw, I think, will be pretty important. Gold chest. This just takes gold. Can be pretty good. I don't know if we want to lose all of our gold. I think we might want to get some powers. So let's go for Devourer. Let's get rid of a couple of these. That first round, we did have really good cards. Like, we drew what we needed, which was nice. I think let's go for a Sparring Student. And then let's drop this. Yeah, being able to summon a Ephemeral every time you play a spell is pretty nice, especially when we have so many burst speed spells. This would be a bit overkill. I suppose we can just try to get some early damage.
No, I've never met anyone
That's
like
a
you.
lot of units. Alright, so this is going to be a 3-3. So let's maybe have it attack and kill that unit. And then we're getting another one that can block for us.
Left foot.
Alright, so a little rough losing everything. Let's drop this here. Go for our final blessing. And then we can attack right here.
Hey everyone!
We really need to kill their units. Yeah, I think I just want to keep them from attacking. Although that one can't really attack. So let's actually pass. Alright, so they're going to start our free attack, which isn't great. And there's kind of nothing we can do to stop that. Yeah. He has barrier. So sure, let's drop this, get some draw going. Look, Ahri.
Wild hearts should run free.
Providence, guide me.
Alright, so we can play this right here. They can block. But with the Devourer, we want to keep them down to 1 unit if possible, because then that kind of nullifies their survival of the fittest. Also, them having less cards is great. We don't want her to die. We also don't have any spells. So, sorry, Jarvan. Yes, let's just drop these and fill out our board. But yeah, we really need some spells. I can tell why she has so much draw in her kit, because she definitely needs it. I think let's open with this. Hopefully they play another unit. Alright, we'll go here. We don't want to pass and have them pass back.
2 steps.
But GG.
I am a huntress. I am Vastaya.
Alright, Succession. Another spell, and can potentially give us more spells with the Invoke. Not bad. Alright, we get a decent power. This is pretty good. It's summoning a unit that can also generate a spell, give us more draw. That's actually, yeah, for a common ability, that's pretty good. I do actually like the scales. Cashback, 6 cost. Plunder, I cost 3 less. What do we have here? Smooth Soloist. Yeah, we won't spend any money, so we can save money for that. So let's go for Shipwreck Hoarder. I kind of like having all the spells. I think we'll get rid of the Final Blessing, but let's hold on to the rest. Also, really nice having our Ahri. I think we'll save this for later. Let's just immediately attack. And then we can play the spell right away. Could have saved it for next round to have a blocker. Maybe would have been a good idea.
So pretty.
I think let's go for the Succession. And having more spells is perfect. Alright, let's go for our Ahri. I love the fact that she...
Wu-Ting style.
Yeah, we can attack like this. Has that elusive by default.
Fish out of water.
Yeah, with this unit, I was totally fine with attacking. Even though it's going to die, we want to get rid of that challenger unit. Now, yeah, we have the treasure trove, but we don't really have the, well, room for it. I think let's try to drop our essence and sleep. It's really nice that he comes with a Foxfire. Honestly, a lot of the cards in her package just seem kind of busted with how strong they are. Granted, we're kind of summoning a lot of units. We don't really need them as much. We could attack, and it would just pull out Jarvan. So there is that. But we could go for like a Final Blessing, and we can go for a Petals of Fate.
Like that.
And GG. Nice. Yeah, you really need to make sure you have enough spells. Nice cheap card with some spell mana refill. But if you do have enough spells, then she feels very good. First time you damage the Nexus, cards cost 3 less. I want something. I'm gonna go for Slow But Steady, but Grandeur Plaza is just so good, especially for ephemeral units, so I think let's grab that. Let's get rid of that stupid cavalry guy. I don't think this really works with us at all. And let's go for Sejuani. This isn't bad. I think let's get rid of the Serene Spirit. Yeah, Sejuani is normally the hardest thing in this run, other than if you go for the Poros. But yeah, I really like this Essence Thief. Let's go over here. Alright, so far this is going pretty well.
Fight or die.
This is actually pretty great. Actually, with the Spirit Rush, it should be able to kill that unit. Yeah, that's pretty good. Honestly, getting the wind is pretty awesome. We could immediately attack. I think I will slow down a little bit so that we can try to kill whatever they play. Could have dropped another student, but let's just go ahead and attack right here before they frostbite or surge. Annoying.
Check out these.
I mean, extra draw is nice. We don't have room for this. Let's go for the Spirit. So we have effectively shut them down, but I feel like they've also had a pretty rough time. But we can just attack like this, and GG.
We fight till we're ragged, then we fight again!
Alrighty, 2 cost and fleeting. I mean, that would let us play her round 1, so sure. We just have to hope we don't draw her after we've already like used up our mana, because that could be bad. Spells and skills deal 1 extra damage. We do actually have a decent amount. Easy Prey, summon 2 husks. I think we'll go for the empowerment. and don't really want to mess with the Poros, even though we might actually be able to take it. But let's not risk it. Let's go for Abyssal Eye. Ooh, that is nice. I think I'll get rid of the Forge Chief. I actually really like the Essence Thief. It's super good. So even though I want to get more spells, I think we'll just go right here.
All this world has to offer.
And we'll just immediately attack. And we can keep these in the wind for our spell generation. Let's let this go through, see what they get. This would give us 2 units. Just give us 2 and a draw. But that one's gonna die anyways.
Ready to run.
With the Abyssal Eye, you want to reduce their units as much as possible. Alright, I think I want to just put as much pressure down as I can. Although I was gonna play all of these at like focus and burst speed, but killing their units is pretty good. We could go for a pedal and summon another unit, but we're going to get another unit with Ahri. Alright, nice. So far she's feeling incredibly good. Alright, sure. This is probably excessive. Yeah, it's like it's a lot of spirits we are summoning. Oof, I don't like that. But we don't really need it as much. Ah, then she's gonna get discarded. Sad. Oh well, GG. Ooh, Grifter's deck. Like, the cost reduction won't help as much since it's already a 1 cost, but getting Grifter's deck on a draw card is so good. Rekindler, I mean, we don't actually have a revive, so that's not too bad. Concussive Palm is pretty good. A spell we're drawing at the start of the game that has a rally, it's pretty solid. Memory Game is good. Let's actually do a Leave and Stargazer. So that's pretty solid. Memory Game can be good, but I think we'll maybe grab one of these and then just go here to Stargazer. We'll have 400 gold after we beat this, so we should be able to get whatever we want. Let's go here, Hunters. Let's get rid of both of these. While they are solid, we really want to get our Ahri. There we go.
Give me the stuff! Stuff makes happy!
The forest and I are one.
I think let's drop this, as it's generating 2 units for us.
But she ain't lacking courage.
And then attack and kill both of these, getting some good damage down. Yeah, this is actually a really good power to get for your Ahri, so definitely pick this up if you see it. We could go for a rally, but I think let's maybe save that for another time. Although we could just go for a nice Orbit Deception and kill that. Let's save the mana for the Relentless Pursuit. So let's play this, generate a unit. We'll keep that 4 mana for the next attack. And we'll drop this and try to end the game.
Light steps.
Alright, GG.
I am a huntress. I am Vastaya.
Ooh, Elixir of Skill. That'll be fantastic. This is actually this is a pretty good run. We're getting some solid luck here. When you summon an ally with buff stats, grant it 2 random keywords. Game start when you play a card with 4, or that costs 4 more. Mysterious Portal. These are fine, but I think I would want something a little bit more impactful. Each time you attack with 15 or more rally, that could be very nice. We also could get a lot of spiders because we have a lot of ephemerals die. But I like that rally to try to end the game pretty quickly. we're pretty much never playing this. And let's go for a Nautilus. Let's get rid of this. We know we're going to draw it. Let's get rid of the Spirit. And then having both of these is excellent. Yeah, we're actually getting quite lucky this run. Like, especially just getting our champion in our opening hand consistently.
The forest and I are one.
Also, I love the fact that she just has elusive baseline.
King style. Need house. They're so small, but she ain't lacking courage.
All right, not a fan of that. So let's just go ahead and kill that variant. And we can drop this right here. I love the fact that every single time you play a spell, you make a Foxfire. Not just like the first spell you play in a round. We have 4 mana. I think let's just drop this. Although I guess the Succession has the double effect, so dropping that would probably be pretty busted. But we got that rally from Darius' ability. So we can drop this
Like that.
again.
Too slow.
If we weren't going up against Nautilus that was healing every time one of our units died, he would be dead. I think let's go ahead and just try to rally and end the game. Yeah, we'll skip.
The forest surrounds us.
Right. GG.
Go, people! The world's heart beats with mine.
All right, that felt incredibly good, especially for a 1-star champion. We did have some pretty solid powers there, which definitely helped. And we did have some good luck with getting her in our opening hand quite often. But her just powers as well as her starting deck feels very, very good. Like her, yeah, some of the cards in her starting deck just seem busted for how strong they are. Like this card, this seems like, especially if we were having to play PvP for balance, this seems like it should be like a 4-cost card probably with how good it is. Like it's summoning the unit, has a really solid stat line, it's scaling up. So having all this power in a 2-cost is pretty busted and in the best possible way. So Ahri is feeling very, very good. I look forward to leveling her up later, and I'll be doing a first impressions video for the other 2 champions as well. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, a like and subscribe is always appreciated, and I hope you have a great day. I really hope you are enjoying the patch. See ya.